weird fucking guys. You're doing a manly thing, and you're a fucking dork.
I've got my lightsaber wearing my Pokemon hat today. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Wow, you're a real Renaissance man, you know that?
Goddamn man-child.
What a fucking dork.
Yeah. But he's our dork.
This is not for children.
Not for adults either.
John, it's been so long.
I don't even know when the last time we did this was.
Dude, what's the last episode we talked about? Where did we leave our audience off at? It was probably some bullshit.
I know we did one where we were talking about movies, like disturbing movies.
Oh.
And we talked about the Franco brother. That was something Franco. But then there's an episode after that episode, which I think we were recording the same day.
Dude, we have like...
It's been a long...
fucking Alzheimer's. That's how fucking
long time.
Dude, did you miss me? I missed you, bud.
You missed me?
I missed you, man. I missed this. I missed talking to you. Yeah. Look, I made a little scene, like a little...
I saw.
A little setting in the background so we could do video someday. Not today. Fuck them people.
I seen what you did. I seen it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what the last episode was.
You going to look it up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you didn't answer the question.
It was about music. It was a music episode. It was called Horny Mechanic Music.
That's Horny Mechanic Music.
Yeah, and that was April 21st.
April 21st?
It's fucking August. That's the last time we did that.
So, dude, honestly, it's not even... Well, either you were busy or I was busy or we just got, like, fucking morbidly depressed because our world is falling apart around us. The economy's taking a shit. Both presidential candidates are total fucking retards.
Dude.
You know, everything is dog shit.
Trump got his ear clipped.
Trump is got bit by fucking Mike Tyson on the air.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
The Olympics are arguing about gender.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, I found out, I was like, because I was pissed off when I first saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, why the fuck did they got a dude in there fighting a chick? And it turns out that, I don't know. I don't even know what I
Nobody
believe.
knows.
Well,
because my wife and I were talking about this.
Well, they say that in Algeria, that's like illegal. Like, she could be killed for that or some shit.
Yeah.
But
unless she's gone to the
Olympics. They're
Olympics.
claiming that she was born a woman.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's the case, then...
That's what my wife was trying to tell me.
Yeah.
But I looked at this person.
I saw this person, and yeah, they look very masculine. And I watched the whole clip of the fight and everything, and I was like, And then the Italian girl was like, Come si dice, I got punched really hard in the face. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? So... Yeah, I guess
that's boxing.
Yeah, right. You went to a contest where getting punched hard was the fucking was the objective.
Holy shit!
You got punched pretty fucking hard, and now you're saying, oh, you know, it's a dude, but it might not be a dude.
So this is the thing: if we're going to argue about gender, or anybody's going to argue about gender, I don't
argue about gender.
Well, I'm just saying the general public. I have a proposed solution. Especially in sports, if everybody is going to have a big problem with all of this, how about we just get rid of genders in sports?
Nah,
so, like, the WNBA no longer exists. It's now just the NBA.
And all the women play with the dudes, but that's not fair. It's not fair.
It is fair. You try, you work hard. You go to the NBA, and then some 7'4" fucking monster that lifts 400 fucking pounds just fucking knocks your ass to the ground and slams the fucking ball down on you. That's what'll fucking happen, you know?
No.
What are you saying, John? Are you saying that the genders aren't equal?
No, they're not. And it's only because just physiologically you're different.
So it's comical because my wife last night was like, let's do a movie night and let the kids stay up late. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. Yeah, let's do this experiment. Let's see how this goes. And ironically enough, she turns on Mulan, and I'm like, yep, never seen this one. Fuck it.
That's a Japanese cartoon with the samurais and shit.
So it's a female samurai that decides to cut her hair, and magically, because she cut her hair, now she looks like a dude.
Yeah,
you know,
that's how that works.
So she's like in training to go be a samurai. And she's having issues because dudes act different and they do weird shit and they're gross and they spit and they fucking punch each other. And I thought to myself, see, this is fictional because this doesn't happen in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You never see a woman like,
I'm going to integrate myself into the man's world.
I think I'm going to go fucking fight like Floyd Mayweather or Mike Tyson or like, I think I could do it. I think I could do it.
I mean, if you really want to talk about that, like in my opinion, the whole gender thing is just stupid to begin with.
Yeah.
Because people are saying, well, I identify as a man or I identify as a woman. What are you identifying with?
Well,
You're identifying with, like, the constructs of society that says this is what a man is, this is what a woman is.
Yeah.
What makes you a man or a woman is what you're born as. Like, like physiologically what you are is a man or a woman.
Your DNA.
Yeah, it's your DNA, it's your fucking reproductive.
It's the way God made you.
But it's silly, like, to sit there and go, well, I identify as a woman. No, motherfucker, you identify as you.
Yeah.
Like, you just aren't, like, there's these society guidelines of what things are and constructs that you've become accustomed to.
Well,
but they're not really like.
So, dude, in my opinion,
look, George Washington wore fucking pantyhose and a fucking powdered wig. It didn't make him a woman. You know what I mean? Like, that was what men did
that
then.
motherfucker killed people, dude.
He was a bad motherfucker. He had lead teeth in his mouth.
I'm
like,
just lead teeth.
It was like a lead, like a wooden frame or
some
some shit with some fucking lead and like slave teeth and stuff. Like, it was crazy.
Jesus.
At least that's what that fucking funny ass comedian, that dude Shane Gillis or whatever, did a bit on it.
Yeah.
And he talks about, like, when he goes to the fucking museum or whatever, and they show him George Washington's teeth at the end. There's like, it was like a frame with like lead in it, like, it's fucking crazy. Like, the teeth were made of lead. That motherfucker's walking around with lead in his mouth.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't want to. I'm just thinking, like, when I think about this gender shit, it just drives me fucking nuts because it's like, it's not real, and it's just this huge fucking argument that everybody has, and everybody's got a stance on it. And it's like. Yeah. And you're talking about pronouns and stuff. These are words that we came up with. Like, you're either a man or you're a woman. That's just science fact.
And that's biology, because every fucking species, down to the trees. I
don't care what you do. I'm not fucking shitting on you for what you do. I don't care. I don't care what you want to wear or anything like that. And, like, don't get upset if I think you look silly. You know what I mean? Like, if I walk out on the street and I see some dude decked out like a woman, and you're clearly biologically a man dressed up like a woman, I'm going to think it's silly, and I might laugh a little bit to myself. Just like I would laugh at a dude who's wearing, like, a fucking giant hat. You know what I mean? Like, just the same way I laugh at these fucking, like, tycoon-looking motherfuckers. They're wearing, like, a three-piece suit, but they're also wearing a fucking cowboy hat. Like, I think you look fucking silly.
Yeah.
Like, you just look silly in, like, my view of society. Look, I got my own fucking constructs that I wake up every day. Like, I look like a fucking comfortable slob, And
we know that,
think it's
and
funny.
We know that you're not. We know that you're a well-educated gentleman.
I'm not that educated.
You are of pure stock gentleman, Italian-bred stallion motherfucker.
I just think, like, when it comes to this Italian boxer and the gender thing and all, it's like, I just think we should come together as a people and just make fun of Italians.
Dude, as a society...
Can't we all just make fun of the Italians?
Well, I saw him watching The Sopranos.
Did you finish it yet?
Nah, not yet. I'm still. Where
are you at?
I think the 4th season, I believe.
Yeah. So you got through. So you got all through Richie Aprile in season 2.
Richie Yeah, Richie's dead. His sister killed him.
Fucking great season.
Yeah.
I loved Richie Aprile.
Yeah, so now we're dealing with, which I don't even know where this fucking
Then
guy...
season 3 was old Jackie Jr. and Ralph.
Jackie's dead now.
Jackie's dead, and then season 4, I think...
is dealing with...
it's still Ralph.
Jackie's stepdad. What's his name?
Ralph.
Ralph is a jerk-off.
Yeah, Ralph is like pure evil.
Yeah.
And then the horse and the...
all right, so that's where I'm at. The horse.
Yeah, the horse.
They got a horse. I haven't got...
And the stripper...
He killed the stripper, and
saw
Tony got
that.
pissed off about it, beat him up.
Well,
you
the
know?
stripper and the horse are a parallel character. There's a lot of comparisons between the two. Did you get to where Tony and Ralph have their falling out, like their final fucking battle?
No. So after the
Okay.
stripper, Tony was real upset with him and kind of was like, ready to fucking kill him.
Yeah.
And then Ralph almost got himself killed by starting shit with the New York guy.
Yeah, the weight. The weight.
Know?
Yeah. Where you made the comment about the wife.
About John's, like John's wife.
That's a great storyline. Because if you go back, there's a scene where all the guys are fucking around in the strip club, like in the office, and they're all making jokes.
Oh, I
about
knew.
it.
As soon as he said it, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that conversation.
Yeah,
you know?
It's funny.
Yeah.
2 guys could fuck her and still never meet. That was like, dude, that was a great fucking stage. When she hauls ass, she has to make 2 trips. It was good. They were good jokes.
Oh, shit. Which is funny, because Tony's standing there, and he's looking at the other guys, and he's like, who the fuck told? Who told?
Yeah,
right. We
right.
all make jokes. We all make jokes.
Yeah.
He's like, now he's got to save fucking face and pretend like.
That's a good storyline, man. Those are good episodes. The Wait is a great episode, and then when he walks in on her with the fucking stash of candy, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
And that's when he cancels the hit on fucking Ralph. He's like, "Oh shit."
But that's a good story because it's like you don't really hear that a lot in that context of like mob movies. It's like John truly loves his wife. He's not out there with other women.
Right.
And he doesn't have issues with, like he really loves Ginny.
Well, so this is the thing. I'm watching it, and I got to be honest with you. I grew up, without going too deep into this, I grew up in a very similar environment. So, like, a lot of these stories are interestingly enough.
And they kind of, there's a familiarity to it.
Yeah, very much.
Same
so
for
like,
me. Like, I grew up, culturally like that on my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
I mean, take away all the fucking sensational crime aspects of it.
So, like, by no means was I, like, an insider or, like, as that world is referred to as, like, a made guy or none of that stupid shit.
Right.
I was, like, an outsider. I knew a little bit. But, like, it's comical to me that when, like, the young guys that kept trying to, like, get Tony's attention and then eventually fucked up.
Yeah.
I was one of them guys. I was like the fucking dummy that was like, that's him. That's him. Let me try to go talk to him. And it's like, you sound like a fucking retard, you know? So watching all that, I'm like almost cringing a little bit because I'm like, oh, I remember being like that, you know? And now as like an older guy and I have more serious conversations with the people that I know, it's like, oh shit. I did evolve. I did. Yeah. Once you calm down. So watching it is interesting because it's like, I don't know, very familiar. That's the only way I could describe it.
It's a weird show because if you watch that first season is really not that great.
Yeah.
It's like you're really trying to find their fitting.
Sure.
Or their footing.
Yeah.
And like you could just see that it's like kind of awkward. Or there's certain scenes in it where you're just like, this is not that good. And then like towards the end of it starts to get better. But it really doesn't get good, I think, until like midway through the second season.
Yeah.
That's when I'm just like, this show is like really comes into its own here. And then from there on, it's just like a masterpiece.
I think a lot of shows and anything that requires decent writing, I think in the beginning you don't really have like a good stance on who the characters are and the depth of the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it like I think when it comes to writing a story, you start off with like a general idea, like a rough idea of who the main character is and maybe some supporting characters.
Yeah, I think they get their premise down in the beginning. It's like this is an organized crime boss who goes to therapy.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And like there's people out there that don't like the therapy scenes and it's like that's the fucking
Yeah.
the reveal of the show.
Sure.
Is when he's talking to Dr. Melfi. Like, that's where you really get the idea of how his psychology works.
So the one part of the show that I'm a little annoyed about, and this is just from a writer's standpoint, is how come they never dove in? Like, I don't even understand why they threw certain shit into the show, like her getting raped in a fucking stairwell.
That's just...
Is it going to get resolved in a Tony kind of way?
No, it gets resolved in that episode because it's not about, like, does the rapist get his comeuppance or anything like that. It's about how does Melfi resolve her issue with it, because she knows that she could just easily tell Tony, like, this is what happened to me. But morally, at the end of the episode where he's like, what's the matter? And she's like, nothing, I'm fine. And she just leaves it at that. That's the resolve of that story, is for her morally to decide, like, I'm not going to compromise my integrity to get what I want, to get my revenge.
Huh.
You know, because it's her morals.
Yeah.
You know, like, she's sitting there with Tony and, like, she doesn't trust Tony. She doesn't, you know, there's things about him that she doesn't like. But because, you know, she's a professional and she has this duty to treat him, you know, there's this moral dilemma between the two of them.
I don't know. In real life, I feel like...
they're not friends, is the point of it.
Well,
like,
so that's part of the story where I think people get annoyed. I certainly am, because it's definitely like they're going... So in the beginning, there was this flirt. You know, Tony kept thinking
the flirt
like,
goes on.
Yeah, but...
Flirt goes on till, like, season 5.
Yeah, well...
And then they resolve it really quick.
Yeah, well, it just seems to me like eventually she gets real cold on him, and she's like, nah, fuck that. I'm not even going to entertain this anymore.
Yeah.
You know? Which to me is like... I don't know, man. But that, like, with the rape scene, I feel like in a real-world scenario, I think she would have told him right away, you know?
I think that's the whole point of the episode, I think.
Yeah.
It's just to find out, like...
That's her moral grounds.
Yeah,
you know?
She's put in a position where she knows that she could do something, but she decides not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But there's, like, the Russian. You never see the Russian again. Yeah, from the Pine Barrens episode.
Oh,
After he gets shot in the back of the head or whatever, but he gets up and he keeps moving. And, you know, for years, everybody was like, is he still alive?
Yeah.
Is he dead? Where did he go? What happened to him? That never gets resolved.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to assume that he's dead. You know? Weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
I love it, though, man. Like, I mean, I don't think it's the greatest show ever made, but I think it changed the way that people watched, like, episodic television.
Sure.
I think it's, like, very innovative in that sense, and I think that it's a really well done show. I would say it's probably number 2 on my list of shows.
What's your number 1?
I think The Wire is actually a better show.
Really?
Yeah, just because of the continuity. I think The Sopranos, like, introduces stuff throughout the story that has no reference point earlier in the story, whereas, like, The Wire has continuity.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, there's callbacks to stuff that always get resolved. I think if you have 400 characters on, like, The Wire, every single character has an arc that has a beginning, middle, and resolution. Every fucking character. I don't care who it is. They have an arc on the show. Whether it's the guy that, like, from season 2 who was, like, one of the dock workers. You know, and he's, like, doing a little bit of the crooked stuff and all that shit. He gets resolved in season 5. Like, you find out he's a homeless guy living in the tent city.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's there.
Yeah.
There's a girl that starts off, she's copping drugs on the corner, and by the end of the episode, she's doing meetings and shit like that. Like, everybody has an arc. Every single character on that show has an arc.
I agree. It's definitely a great show.
The Sopranos, just like, you know, like in season 5, they introduced Steve Buscemi, and you haven't gotten that far yet, but like they introduced this character that Steve Buscemi plays, and it's like 4 fucking seasons, and we didn't know that he had a cousin that he was this close to, like.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have a problem with the character. It's just like there's no reference to it prior to introducing him, you know?
So that's the issue with a lot of shows, man. Like, I loved Dexter, you know?
Right.
And it either got monotonous. Every season was like this new arc of like, oh, there's a new bad guy that he's got to go kill. And it's like, but then in order to keep the arc, or in order to keep it relevant or fresh, you got to throw an oddball in there, and then it's like, but it doesn't make no sense. It doesn't, like now you're just fucking grasping for.
I mean, even The Sopranos season 1 to season 2, you got Jackie Aprile in season 1 dying of cancer. You don't hear the entire time that you're dealing with Jackie Aprile that he has a brother Richie that's in jail.
Yeah.
There's nothing to that, and then season 2, here's Richie.
Yeah.
Which I loved Richie. Richie was a great character, like a mean motherfucker. Great dialogue. Great.
He was a good character.
He was great. Fucking awesome.
I wasn't too upset about that.
I wasn't.
In my mind, when a guy's locked up, I think we as a society have a bad habit of totally forgetting that person exists.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, I got a friend that's locked up right now, and my neighborhood.
He's just out of sight, out of mind.
Gone.
Yeah.
He might as well be fucking dead to them people, which
That's
is
terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. That's why I think people in prison kind of get that feeling like they're all alone because the world just fucking forgets you exist.
Yeah.
So. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what this episode's gonna be. We'll do a little bit of everything. But dude, I miss so big things are moving in my life, man. We've been doing a lot of camping. The kids love it. I am officially going to be self-employed September 1st.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm buying out. Another crane inspector is retiring, and I'm going to take over his business. And it's in the Baltimore, D.C. area, so it's like, it's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
I'm
you're still going to do
have
what you do.
Yeah,
and
I'm
just going to do it for yourself.
I'm even going to work with the company that I currently still work for right now.
Yeah.
Like we're going to have good business relationship and help each other out, and because there's some cranes that I don't want to do that they'll do, and they can't do the tower crane, so we're going to try to trade off and help each other out. So yeah, man, the world's getting a little crazy,
Fucking bizarre, man.
Dude, it's fucking nuts, And then we're all hunkering down trying to make as much money as we can because we're all fucking broke right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, fucking, so who you voting for, man?
Who am I voting for?
Yeah, who you gonna vote for?
Dude, I'm voting for that worm brain motherfucker Bob Kennedy.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's got a worm in his brain. I love that.
Yeah.
The fucking worm is what's talking. It's not even him. It's a little alien that's just speaking through his mouth.
It's crazy, man. The whole thing is fucking, like, you couldn't write it better, like, if it was a TV show.
Dude,
it's just so weird.
I think it's fucking nuts. So, when it was Biden and Trump, I seriously thought...
I thought it was clear...
I thought Trump was going to win.
Trump's definitely going to beat Biden, yeah.
And then the lefties are going to fucking freak out and start rioting and raising hell. Because I think that...
But you don't think, like, if Kamala wins, like, there isn't going to be this contingent of, like, conservatives that are kind of
So now that's what I think.
Crazy? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I think... I was thinking about that, and I was like, dude, they totally shafted the Democrats. Dude, there was no voting process.
Yeah, there's
they were
no
just
primary, but it's just not, this is who we got, this is what our choice is. And look, I don't fucking care. Like, I really don't care. But at the same time, it's like, this isn't, what's the word?
It's not democratic.
Yeah, that's not democratic. That's I forget what the fuck that word is.
Egalitarian.
Something like that, yeah. Ogliarchy or something like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing
when
it
they're
right.
basically just saying, fuck you, this is the next
our
leader.
next candidate, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which to me...
Like, if people voted for Biden in the primary, and now we're this close to it, and now he's out, you're just going to install somebody without
I think
people
it's nuts.
deciding.
And I think it's crazy because we're so deep. Like, as a nation, our country is so fucking fucked up that, dude, people don't even care. They don't even care that, like, you didn't follow the democratic process. You totally are just writing the rules as you go.
It's like, this is like...
They're like, nope, but Trump is really bad. So fuck him.
Right.
I'll take anybody. I'll take Adolf fucking Hitler
as
over
long as
Trump.
It's not Trump. Right.
You know?
Right.
And to me, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that Trump's a fucking great guy.
No.
The only saving grace I personally saw in this is I think Trump would make a
better
real,
economy.
Real honest effort to fix the economy.
Yeah.
But this is the other weird thing. Kamala is like kind of like a like a bullshit politician.
Yeah,
like
she's a
like
lawyer.
a fucking.
She's a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, dude, she's just there to fucking like. She's like the coherent version of Biden. Like she's like
she's a sexy fucking lady who's a fucking lawyer.
You said sexy?
Oh yeah, Kamala's kind of cute.
Fuck no.
You're crazy. Come
Fuck
on.
no.
You don't think Kamala's mildly attractive?
Nah, not at all, dude. Nah.
Not at all.
Nah.
So in reality,
nah.
We're talking reality. We're not talking entertainment.
Maybe 40 years ago, like
nah,
when she was fucking
she's
20,
attractive for an old broad.
Nah,
she's kind of attractive.
I don't think so.
No.
And the phony, I do. There's nothing that irritates me more.
Yeah, she's phony as shit.
The phony laugh thing, fucking just. And I know it sounds like I'm just repeating what Trumpies say, but it's for real, dude. It's for real. When you see a person that just like.
Right.
With this fucking weird big teeth fucking laugh.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, what? Where's your fucking soul,
Listen,
man?
fucking Biden was like out to lunch.
Dude.
You know? Like
Biden is a fucking geriatric.
Yeah, it's a shame.
He should have been in a nursing home fucking 10 years ago.
There's an element to that I get mad when I see people making fun of him because it's like, dude, if that was like your father or your grandfather or your uncle or something like that, you would not be parading him out there like that. Like, there's a certain amount of compassion that I have for it because it's like, on a human level, like, this is fucked up.
Well, that's where our society is, and we're so fucking tumultuous. Is like that, like people that
they're just heartless at this point.
Well,
like,
at this point, they're really mad at the Democrats for putting them up there.
Right.
But instead of attacking Democrats as a whole,
they're
talking shit on this guy, and this guy's up here like, I used to play with cowboys and Indians, and
he's
I
just
love
not making a whole lot of sense.
Suits and my mom used to make peanut butter and honey sandwiches, and you're like, dude, what the fuck is going on here, man?
Right.
He's got his fucking thumb on the big button. Like, are you crazy?
He's all mixed up, and you can see it. And we're not, like, people aren't stupid. They can, like, see, like, you know, I'm not saying the guy has Alzheimer's. I'm not saying he has dementia. I'm saying, like...
Oh, I definitely believe he does.
Yeah, I think something obviously happened. Maybe he had a stroke or something, and you don't know
they said
about
he
it.
did.
Yeah, like, that seems what it is. Like, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
And it's like... I don't want to vote for a guy like that just to have him in there for 4 years because I don't like the other guy.
So this is the problem, and this is the way I see it, is that I do believe when Trumpies... I understand why people vote for Trump, because he's not an insider. He's not a typical part of the fashion politician. I think he's becoming that at this point.
Yeah, I think he's surrounded by people who are inside. I think that little douchebag that he has running with him.
Oh my god,
that's
the reason he's going to lose. That fucking.
Well, that fucking guy is basically owned. By Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
The guy who created PayPal.
Yeah.
And I think he's got his hand in some
other
other
shit. I thought PayPal was created by
he co-created
Elon Musk.
It. No, he co-created PayPal. This guy Peter Thiel. You can look it up.
Really?
Yeah, he's one of the co-founders of it. But that guy basically, he owes his entire political career to that guy.
Yeah.
I don't care about his fucking book and his story and the fucking movie and all that silly shit. Like, he owes it all to that guy.
Yeah.
And I think that guy has interest in him getting in the office. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
It's like the problem with American politics, and is the money that's in it.
Yep.
That's what our fucking problem is. That's why we're not getting, true public servants.
Yeah.
Is because these campaigns aren't just campaigns for the betterment of the country.
Yeah.
They're investments for larger companies that have an interest in it.
Sure.
So it's just like, you're not...
So I always think
people aren't being served, man, like the way that they should be.
So that's the issue, and I'm a big.
And now
fan.
we're at each other's throats because we think that these guys are going to serve us. You know what I mean?
Well, so even that is like comical, because if you ask the average person, like, hands down, do you think that your politicians are doing their best job for you personally as an individual? Do you think they're serving you? Everybody, left and right, agrees. Nope. No, I don't.
No.
So they all have
what it comes
this
down
theory.
to is I want to pay less for gas, and I want to pay less for this. And
so what drives me nuts, because I'm the outlier, I'm the third party guy, is everybody always brings up this bullshit lesser of two evils theory which is like, that's how
evil is still evil.
Dude, that's how it gets progressively worse decade after decade after fucking... It's just, we're literally we're a turd in a toilet bowl just swirling around the fucking hole.
Every election is a race to the bottom.
It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. And everybody wants it to be better, but you're not willing to vote for a better candidate. You're not willing to think
differently.
Yeah,
nothing.
You know? So what is going to happen?
Americans are too fucking lazy.
That's a huge part
you
of
it.
You
think about, you look in the past and you look at, the Revolutionary War and shit like that. These people just, they were willing to fight and die for their fucking freedoms. People aren't willing to fucking, turn off their Netflix account if it benefits them. Dude, it's just
people,
they're fucking lazy.
People are getting fucking DoorDash from McDonald's
down
and
the street.
Wawa.
Right.
I don't want to get up. I'm playing a fucking video game right now. Can you send me a Big Mac and
It's my day off.
Yeah, dude. No, that's not even their day off. That's their day job. Yeah. Their day job. Oh, I'm a programmer during the day, but I take my little breaks right here and video games.
Kid next door to me makes more money fucking playing video games on YouTube.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? Dude,
I don't know, man. I just don't.
I'm out there busting my dick, getting stressed out.
Because
this kid's playing fucking Minecraft.
So, as a little bit of a crazy conspiracy guy, I do think at some point in the next, I would say 50 years, we're not going to be a nation anymore. I sincerely believe that. I think that we're going to break up into smaller nation states. Pennsylvania, break off, do their own thing. Texas, California, whatever, fuck them. They'll all go their own ways, and then they'll create treaties between themselves, That's what I foresee this happening. The United States of America is not going to exist.
Just gets divided up?
Well, it's just growing further. Every 4 years, it just slowly just drifts a little bit more. People are literally migrating to other areas. Oh, I know New Jersey has, more democratic style governing, so I'm going to go live in New Jersey. Well, that's great. Their fucking taxes
Austin, Texas,
are ridiculous.
They think different down there, and
that's what people are doing.
Yep.
Crazy. Well, not crazy, but right wingers from California are like, "Fuck this! I'm moving to Texas." And then, other people from other parts of the country are, migrating towards what they think is their... It's not even political views anymore. Now it's becoming philosophical ideas on how to live.
Right.
Well, we have this kid. We're not going to choose their gender for them. We're going to let them decide that. Dude, your fucking baby is 6 months old.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Dude, I can't tell you how fucking frustrating the gender thing is, because you piss people off when you voice your opinion about it.
But this is why it's a
this
huge
is so
argument.
Fucking stupid.
Because it's not even political at this point.
No.
Now
that's the other thing, is you feel like you're having a political conversation talking about shit that has nothing to do with politics.
Right.
Your gender has nothing to do with politics.
Right.
And not for nothing, you're either a man or a woman, dude. That's it.
Well, so even if you choose to dress as the other gender or whatever, can't we just agree as a society that maybe we need to have better protection in place so that you don't get fucking bashed?
Right.
You shouldn't be physically attacked by another person that doesn't
you.
You
shouldn't get a brick thrown at you.
I agree. That's fucking horrible, man.
Right.
But
I don't agree with your idea.
You telling my child in a fucking public school that they can choose their gender, no fucking way, man. No. I'm not fucking doing that.
When I see a kid that's being, they're being advocated for by their family or whoever to, call them a different name, to refer to them by a different you're not doing these people any fucking favors at all. You're not doing a kid a favor.
Yeah.
You don't know in 2 years that kid's going to be like, what was I thinking? You know?
Yeah.
Why did you nurture that?
The development from 0 to 18 years old,
right? It's going to change
so abrupt,
much. Just have a baseline for who your kid is.
Yeah,
you don't need to fucking commit to the idea. Well, my kid feels more like a boy than. What does that mean? Feels like more like a man than a woman. What
Since
the fuck
when?
does it mean?
Dude, I got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Right.
And on any given fucking day, my kid will say, I hate fucking hot dogs. I fucking hate hot dogs. And then 2 days later, man, this is the best fucking hot dog I ever had.
But I'm just saying, like, okay, like, there's kids that I've known, that I've met when they were fucking 5, 6 years old, where I just knew there's something very effeminate about you.
Sure.
I know you're going to end up I know it in my gut. You're going to be a gay dude, or you're going to be, whatever.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you're a woman.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything. Just because you're feminine doesn't make you a woman.
So even that,
just
I
because
wonder,
you're too masculine doesn't make you a man.
I wonder in that whole community with all the letters, I wonder if there's a division in itself, because, like, if you're a gay couple,
right,
and one of you is just like, well, I really feel like in my soul I've always been a woman. Like, wouldn't the partner of that person be like, well, yeah, I'm not attracted to women. I'm attracted to you as you are.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. It's
like,
you. You're an individual.
Yeah.
You are there's this giant makeup of who you are.
Right.
Your sexuality is such a small, and I'm not saying it's for everybody, but on average, it's a real small part of the total sum of who you are.
Sure.
I guess for some people it's a larger part of who they are.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
It does. Here's the thing, man. Like, your gender is a fact. When you're born, you're born with these reproductive organs. You're born with this physiological makeup that makes you a man or makes you a woman. Like this shit with the fucking...
John, you probably vote for Trump.
No, it's not the point. My
but
point
that's
is,
the way people treat us.
That's the way people treat it. It's like, you think that way, you're like a very right-wing... No, dude. I think that you're doing a disservice to children by nurturing this idea. Whereas you could just say, hey, you are you, and you just happen to be a boy who likes, what society deems as feminine.
Listen, I got a 3-year-old son. Every now and then, he fucking plays with my daughter, and they're playing with fucking mermaids and Barbie dolls and other stupid shit.
Man, is that gay or not gay?
I'm just
not.
like,
They're
dude,
just kids.
He's a 3-year-old fucking kid. But then he turns around and grabs his fucking Transformers, and he's raising hell, and he's riding his bicycle, and he's fucking talking about, I'll punch you in the face. And you're like, dude, he's a fucking kid. Yeah. He's a fucking kid. He's just learning the world around him. It doesn't mean, oh man, he picked up that mermaid Barbie doll thing.
See, I've never thought of it like in that I think of it more as like people took it to this level of like, well, you're so sexually attracted to the same sex, and you do this, you do that, that old adage of like tomboys and be a man and stuff like that. Like that's a societal idea. Yeah. That it's just an idea. It's a generalization. It's not truth.
Well, listen, I might be a dickhead, and I'll take the bite for this one, but like in my opinion, I don't even think gay is from birth. I'm gonna say that's my opinion. That's not John's opinion.
You don't think it's like a hormonal thing to some extent?
I think that you can definitely have hormonal influences, but I just think when you look at nature has a beautiful way of like...
I also think that a lot of it is your conditioning and how you're raised, and you're kind of a sum of the experiences that you have.
So that's how I really feel about things.
I think it's very complex.
So this is the way I see humans developing, or an individual developing, is you can either so if something comes up, like if there's something that you have to decide as a young person, child, whatever, you can either conform or rebel. Mm-hmm. That's the only two choices. But both have their directions that they lead to. And you continue to make more decisions along the way, and they might lead in a particular direction. But you can conform or rebel. That's every decision you ever make in your entire life comes from conforming or rebelling. Mm-hmm. So my dad told me to do this, and I said, fuck you, Dad.
I'm going to do this instead.
Right. And that doesn't mean you're gay. That's not what I'm talking about right now. But I'm saying that, somebody, and this is why it's impossible to map out, like, how does a person become gay? Are they naturally born gay, or are they raised gay? Like, or is the parents influencing them and telling them, oh, yeah, I think you might be gay? There's no way to ever determine that, because there's just so many small influences, and every time a child looks at something and makes a decision whether they like it or don't like it, is a conform or a rebel. And if you think about that, that can change from every little decision after that also, which also leads to this path of like, this is how you become such an individual that you're not the same as a group. That's the thing that annoys me the most, is about creating groups.
Right.
Because you're not a fucking group. Dude, you waving flags and painting shit on your car and wearing T-shirts and I'm going to dye my hair and I'm going to do all this stuff because you're conforming to this group. To me, I just think, oh, how fucking sad. You're a sheep. Like, you're a part of that group. I would love to hear what you as an individual like.
You can't possibly agree with every fucking thing.
So that's the part that I'm always kind of fascinated about is like, and I think in America it's more pronounced than in other countries.
Right.
In other countries, they don't care as much about like like about stuff like that. Like if you went to Britain and saw a black guy and said, and this is just an idea. This is a what do you call that? An example. You know, you go to Britain, you see a black guy, you think like, oh, well, where are you from originally? The guy will say, fucking Great Britain. I'm English. You know.
Right.
Well, apparently not, because not all English people are your skin color. And then the guy's like, well, yeah, we came here from, you know, Liberia or wherever.
What's your heritage, right?
But the guy doesn't care. He's not fucking hyper-focused on creating this individual group for himself. Well, actually, I'm Liberian English, and, you know, I have to identify as all these particular different things. In other countries, they don't fucking do that. Once you move to England, you are now English.
Yeah.
And that's about all I give a fuck about. And then it's like, okay, what soccer team do you support? Oh, all right, he's one of us.
Yeah.
And it's more about you as an individual. What do you love, you know?
Right.
And so here in this country, we're from Delco. We're fucking proud Delco retards. And then but he's a Delco gay guy, but he's also African American. And we have to have like this fucking laundry list of shit. That's my identity. This laundry list of dipshit things. Even me like identifying as an Irish kid when I was in my 20s and I'm out drinking and I'm wearing pea coats because that's what they wore on fucking Boondock Saints, and it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I look back and think about it, and I'm just like,
it's exhausting to think about it.
Dude, you wasted so much time trying to create this fucking identity.
Yep.
Why don't you just wake up and put on a T-shirt and be like, you know what? I like fucking country music, and sometimes I like rap.
That's
kind
of the beauty of getting old. Is
yeah.
Just not caring anymore what people think of you and just enjoying what you enjoy. But I just, look, there's not a whole lot of things that I spout off about.
Sure.
And I really don't care what people do individually.
Yeah.
I'm not going to treat you bad if that's what you're into.
Yeah.
That's not my point. I'm still going to treat everybody with the same respect. But when I'm getting fucking yelled at by, like, my kids because I miss, like, fucking...
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, don't give me a hard time because I said she instead of he.
Yeah.
I call what I see as what I see.
Dude, so
and
Gabby...
I'm not going to condition myself after 44 fucking years to change that. Because I don't agree with it to begin with.
I'll tell you what I will do. For a person over 18, and I've done this already, whatever the fuck you're dressed at, I'll call you that.
Yeah.
I'll call you, hey, bro, listen, this is what I fucking need here. I don't give a... Dude, I can see that your tits are taped back or whatever the fuck you're doing. I don't fucking care. But if you identify as a man, then I'm gonna pretend like you're a fucking man. I'm gonna play your little game here. We're gonna fucking play this game. Hey, buddy, can you come over here and show me where the fucking power drills are? Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about being in Home Depot because I fucking hate Home Depots.
I think there's people out there that really believe that it's like this indoctrination. And, like, it's hard not to, like, see it because I get shit all the time from my kid about it. And I'm like...
Really?
Listen, you're hanging out with these kids. I'm not telling you can't fucking be friends with people. That's not what it is. But...
So, you know what I think is the crazy thing about the world, though? Is, like, and I do kind of believe it's on both sides. Like, politically, because it does somehow manage to tie into politics... But left and right both have this theory of like, I'm right and you should conform to my ideas and believe what I believe. When instead, if you stop projecting your bullshit on other people and just let them be whoever the fuck they are,
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking care. I really sincerely give zero shits. You're a hardcore fucking Trumpy and you think all the black people in this country should be kicked the fuck out, Mexicans should go back down south and whatever. Like, it's going to be an all-white fucking nation. Everybody's going to be happy and it's not going to be inbred and it's not
never going to be that.
You know?
Ever again.
And it's
That's
like
never going to happen.
It never was from the
never
beginning.
Was. Yeah, it never
you know?
was. It never was.
And everything that you fucking secretly enjoy, your Chinese takeout, your fucking Taco Tuesday, and all this other fucking shit goes away. You're fucking stupid, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know.
There was only like the 50s was the only time that it was like that, where it was
for a brief
for the
moment,
white people
and it was
of the
fucking
world.
miserable
and
for
it was
everybody.
Miserable for it was you had to fucking severely mistreat a lot of groups of people in order to have it that way.
Sure,
it's just not fucking right.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not. I know like people that would hear this might disagree with me heavily about my whole gender idea thing, but I just think. I'm just trying to simplify it. It's like, I'm just trying to say that it's just a science fact of what you are. And then all these things that make you the personality that you are, you don't need to say it's a he or a she or it's this or it's that.
Yeah.
You just are a man or a woman who is an individual. Do all the shit you want to do.
Sure.
Be the person you want to be. I don't have an issue with that. But don't fucking put the burden on other people to fucking have to change the way they think to appease you.
Yeah, rewriting the rules and telling me that when I see a new human, I should say, hey.
Right.
What's your pronouns?
No, I'm not doing it, man.
And then you respond with, I prefer to be called they, them. And then I go,
You're
okay, they, them.
You're a singular person. You're not they or them. You're one fucking person.
I gotta be honest, this conversation sounds fucking stupid to me.
It sounds completely fucking
I would
stupid.
rather say, hey, what's your name? Vic? All right. Hey, Vic, how you doing, bud?
Yeah.
You know, or whatever the fuck you
Right.
look like. That's what I do, honestly. I've done it, and at this point, I'm like, no. I'm not going down this stupid fucking rabbit hole of like,
it's
what
too
do you want
much,
to?
man.
If like for me, if you're dressed like a fucking dude, I'm just gonna treat you like a dude. I don't give a shit. I will, but keep in mind also, you may not know all the rules of being a dude. Like if you overstep some boundaries or say something offensive, I might punch the shit out of you, and that's gonna be like, oh, you don't hit girls. No, nope.
Wait,
you said you weren't a fucking girl. Dude. You said you weren't a fucking girl. Yeah. You played the rules of being a dude, and the dudes talk shit. Dudes talk lots of shit. I definitely talk shit.
I think it's just a societal fucking thing that it's been put in place, and you're forcing everybody else to do it, and it's not fair. It's not fair to people. Like, if you take the saying, be a man, what does that mean to you? Be a man.
Be tough.
Be tough. Be responsible. Do the right thing. Make sacrifices for the ones you love. Do you think men are the only people that fucking do that?
Fuck no.
How many fucking women do you think out there doing all the same shit that your be a man fucking idea? They have to do it every day too. Like,
so that's the comedy. There's this guy on Daily Wire, Matt something. I kind of pay attention to it, but it's definitely right leaning, so I don't really watch it that much. But he's the guy that goes on the internet and asks hard lefties, what is a woman? Give me the identification of a woman. You identify as a woman, now what is a woman?
Yeah, right. And
nobody will answer him. Fucking nobody will go, well, a woman is a more feminine person that's fucking, that wears more feminine type stuff, likes flowers, likes fucking pink, likes fucking just nicer, softer things. Nobody will fucking say it. Everybody's like, well, I'm not here to tell what a woman is. Yeah, but you are, because you're saying you identify as one. So what the fuck is a woman? And that goes in reverse as well. If you're identifying as a man, what part of a man do you identify as? Because if you think you're tough, be goddamn careful. There's some Mike Tysons out there.
Look,
there's some
plenty of dudes out there that are very
people.
effeminate. They're just as much a man as any fucking man out there.
I'm telling you. So it's a slippery slope.
It's silly. It's a fucking silly construct that we're fucking imposing on ourselves.
Yeah.
That's my only point. I'm not saying don't do what you're doing. I don't give a fuck. But stop fucking creating rules for other people to follow to appease you. That's it. You know? Like, I don't give a fuck, you know. I just don't care what you do. You know? I don't care.
Yeah.
If you look like a woman and you biologically are a woman, you're a woman. That's just science.
So what I think is also beautiful is that
I identify as a Christian male. You know, like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, so I was watching some little TikTok or YouTube or whatever, something, and they were like, oh, wait, look, two old white guys, you know, have a podcast. I started, like, laughing because I was like, yeah, that's me and John, man. We definitely... But it's always like a white woman that's talking shit. So I have this theory that...
Dude, some of this shit, they're like neoliberals. They're like fucking wild, confrontational. There is nothing you can say or do.
Yeah.
You can't agree on anything.
Yeah.
There's always something there
Yeah.
that you're just, I'm going to argue this fact with you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to fucking be supportive of your...
Never happy. Never happy. And never throughout entire human history have white women ever been happy. That's all I'm saying is I'm personally talking shit on white women because I think you're the biggest fucking problem.
Yeah.
Dude, black guys, you can have them. I don't fucking want to deal with them, man. Dude, I don't know, man. I mean... Maybe we need to go back to beating them. I don't know.
No.
Like,
Jesus. Nah,
I'm just saying they talk so much shit.
Dude.
You know what? I believe in equality, John. The next white woman I see, I'm punching in the face. I believe in equality. I would punch a white man, just so we're being clear here. I would punch a white man. I'm going to punch a white woman in the face when I see her. I want everybody to understand that if you're a white woman, do not walk near me because I'm going to fucking uppercut your ass.
Nah, dude, I see it sometimes and it's like, you know, you're sitting here talking about this, and this, and, you know, I'm mistreated in this way. And then, like, I'm agreeing with an aspect of it and then you're fucking jumping down my throat about it regardless. It's like, what do you want?
You just want to argue.
You're just here to argue.
Yeah.
You know, like it's your whole identity is arguing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they're the ones that want to shit on you for not saying he, she, they.
Yeah.
You know, and they're the ones that want to fucking...
Yeah.
They're the ones that post fucking 50 Instagram stories one after another that, you know, it'll take me fucking 10 minutes to watch all these. Like... And every one of them is some kind of stupid political statement or some kind of stand. Like,
did I ever tell you my theory on this? Especially like the woke white women.
What are you doing all fucking day?
Dude,
what the fuck are you doing?
Dude, in my theory, it's because you have guilt in your heart. Because in the 90s, you were a racist cunt. That's what I really know. I know. You drove through Darby and you rolled your windows up and locked the doors and you were like, oh, these are scary people. They're darker than me. And now you're like, no, I never did that. I swear to God, I never did that. No, I was always like out at the soup kitchen helping out fucking minorities. I was like, you know, I was a coyote that was smuggling immigrants across the border. Like I was here. I'm like motherfucking Teresa. Like I was helping people. Dude.
Yeah.
I know you. We grew up together. I was racist. I remember. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I grew up in Eddystone and black kids stole my bike and I was fucking pissed. I was mad.
Here's what I think. I think you've never done anything. That's what I think. I think you've never really done anything but exactly this in some form or fashion where it's like you're just coasting.
Yeah.
You're just a fucking coaster who's coasting through life, who's bitter, who's fucking upset, who doesn't do other things to fucking benefit yourself, and you just have nothing better to do but get up on your soapbox and fucking voice opinions.
Well, what's going to happen...
that don't even apply to you.
Well, what's going to happen is because I tell people, we live in paradise. When you think about safety, like physically being safe, John, when's the last time you felt unsafe in your house? Have you ever felt like maybe an invader from a foreign country could kick your fucking
Oh,
door
no, I never
in.
thought like an invader from another country was going to...
But imagine if you were worried about
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't-
Imagine if you were a
Yeah.
kid in fucking Palestine.
Oh, yeah, you're not
wherever.
worried about fucking, like, stormtroopers raiding your fucking house or
So
some shit.
imagine
Yeah.
what we would unite after if
Right.
somebody started fucking just dropping
Yeah.
soldiers on our
You're
fucking
like, whoa,
beaches.
hold on, let's
You
put
know?
this fucking bullshit that we're arguing about aside, you know?
We need a common enemy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, listen, and this is where I start to sound like the right-wing crazy guy.
That does sound like, you know, like it's logical. Like, you know, it's almost like all the freedoms that we
spoiled.
fought for. Yeah, you were super fucking spoiled now.
The
Right.
problem is we have the American dream. We have it. It's here. We already have it. And now we're bitching and complaining because the barista at Starbucks made our coffee a little fucking warm. You
Right.
know, it wasn't hot. It was only warm.
Yeah.
You're complaining about stupid shit.
Yep.
You know?
It is stupid. It is
My
really
pronouns
fucking
are they, them.
Is
How
it really
dare
not-
you fucking say something
stupid.
different?
You called me he?
Yeah.
You're supposed to say, is your whole fucking day down the fucking toilet
Yup,
now?
it is.
Because somebody called you he instead of she?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
You know, like, get a fucking life.
Everything that we argue about in this country will go right out the fucking window the moment some foreign entity decides, you know what, we're going to send a
fucking-
couple
yeah.
bombs over to the fucking cities over there.
Right.
Everybody all of a sudden is going to be like, well, I don't really care who
I don't
you
care
fuck,
what you
but you
think
better
you-
grab that
you gonna
AR
help me
right
out
there and
here?
start fucking shooting.
Yeah, for real. You know? Dude, listen. People only have consideration for people around here in the fucking vestibule of the Wawa.
Yeah.
That's it. That's where it begins and ends, is in that fucking vestibule. Once you get out in the parking lot,
Yeah.
it's fucking dog eat dog. But and once you get inside the store, it's dog eat dog. But in that little fucking pocket
yeah.
where you gotta hold the door for somebody and say
Yeah.
good morning, that's where it begins and
Yeah,
ends.
but if they don't say thank you, then
Yeah.
then you still don't. Then
Oh,
now
yeah.
you
You're like,
now you
ugh.
want to run this motherfucker over with your car.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a cup of coffee in the store, but outside you fucking pull up while I'm pulling out. We're having it. We're having it out. We're having it out.
Oh shit.
Fuck it, man. I am so fucking disgusted.
With everybody.
Everybody.
Dude, with everybody.
Everybody, man.
What do I gotta do, man? You know, like I'll be honest with you. I have seriously thought
Because the truth is, one-on-one, I get along with most people. It's when
everybody does.
It's when I get on the internet that I'm like, is this for real?
So, dude, everybody does. Everybody, if everybody could shut the fuck up about their religion and their
Yeah.
politics, we would all be really nice people.
Right.
But we walk around with these badges and these hats and this T-shirt and this stupid shit and an American flag flying
How
out
can
the
I
back
be
of your truck.
divisive today?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, how much shit can you
Dude.
start in one fucking minute? You know?
How fucking bad do you think the Let's Go Brandon fucking business model died?
Jesus Christ,
When
man.
Biden dropped out. That was it.
Oh
I
my
hated
God.
that. I fucking hated the Brandon bullshit.
Dude,
It's like you were so fucking corny. You're so corny.
it's another sheep-like mentality.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got decals on the back of your truck.
Well, for a
You'll
president-
never even scrape them stickers off. You'll leave them there forever. They'll rot off the fucking
Aren't
glass.
you interested in anything else?
Dude.
Like, do you have another hobby? Like,
Let's go, Brandon.
right.
FJB. FJB, man.
It's so corny. So corny.
Dude, in 4 years from now, regardless of who the president is, they'll still bring it up at fucking family get-togethers. Yeah, well, fuck Joe Biden. You know he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care, man. I was too busy trying to work and make money and feed these fucking
So,
kids.
if anybody's listening, if you're right, we don't like you. If you're left, we don't like you. We don't like anybody.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking premise.
Dude,
here.
we're what do they call them?
It's not that
misanthropes. We're
Is that what that
misanthropes.
is?
Yes.
Misanthropes?
We don't like any people.
I think the thing is that I like all people. I just can't stand all the dumb shit that people do.
You know
Yeah.
why I love talking to foreigners from
If somebody, my
anywhere in
son,
the world?
as a joke, fucking put a Trump 2024 sticker on the back of my car
And you were
because it
pissed.
came with a decal set that he bought. And I came out, I was like, motherfucker, why'd you put that on? He goes, I thought you'd think it was funny. You know? And I was like, yeah, I get the joke.
Yeah.
But now I gotta fucking scrape this thing off my car.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't fucking... listen, I'm not gonna tell anybody who I fucking vote for.
You should put a vote for Biden right underneath of it to really fuck with people, you know?
Which one is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole point of the anonymity of your voting.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell anybody.
You should put you should write in Sharpie in between the two stickers, vote for Trump 2024 or
Biden.
Biden.
And really, honest to God.
Or none. Or none of them.
This is really what it comes down to, right?
Yeah.
The only thing you're required to do is vote.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only thing you should be concerned with doing is going out and voting. Just vote for who you want to win.
Sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
All this other shit where you're fucking carving out time in your day where you could fucking spout off about, the faults of one party or the other, it doesn't fucking matter.
So the sad truth is...
Do you think you've convinced anybody to vote the way that you vote? Do you think that in your fucking, all your time posting things on the internet that you're really influencing anybody to do any different? Do you think if I walked into work and the hard Trumpies at my job were just when I walked in there and I said, well, this is wrong, that's wrong, I don't like this is something I don't like about it, do you think any of them went, I think I'm going to vote the other way?
Yeah.
He brings up no, they're not.
Right.
Their mind is made up. They're going to vote for who they want to win.
So what I think is interesting is that people are... Maybe this is the uncomfortableness that we need for people to really, even using the term woke or waking up or realizing what is occurring. All right, so one thing that across the board everybody agrees on, even lefties, is that the media can't be trusted.
Yeah.
You now everybody knows, well, I subscribe to CNN, so I'm going to turn on that, or I am a Fox News kind of guy. And it's almost like
it's a bias.
It's a bias that literally people are just like, fuck it, this is the way it is, and this is
right.
what I got to subscribe to. And to me, this is a subtle catalyst in the direction of people eventually saying
fuck you.
Because, dude, believe it or not, Kennedy actually has quite a good number. He's not going to win,
right?
But he's polling really high for a third-party independent person. And I'll be honest, I don't particularly like the guy that the Libertarian Party is putting forward. So I will go independent and vote for Kennedy because I think that he is a smart, intelligent person. And I don't agree with everything he's saying and doing, but for the most part, I think his heart is in the right place, And to me, the proof in the pudding is the fact that nobody wants to hear his voice. The other two parties are like, fuck that guy. Do not let him on stage anywhere. Don't let the media talk to him.
Right.
That's an important thing.
Yeah.
If they're trying to shut
There's
somebody
no
down...
accessibility to them.
Yeah, if they're trying to shut somebody down, I'm immediately interested in that person.
Right.
But
nobody thinks like that.
I know.
I mean, they're just watching a show. They're essentially watching episodic television.
So, you know why Trump has appeal? Because he's a troll.
Mm-hmm.
And Harris has appeal because at this point she's a woman of color, and the crazy woke fucking white women all think that that's going to do something.
Yeah.
All it's really doing is going to passive aggressively troll the fucking, because they think everybody on the other side is a racist. Right. So that's their passive aggressive way of trolling the right wingers. Oh, look, we voted in a black woman. What are you going to do now?
I thought after the whole thing with Trump getting fucking grazed by the bullet and shit like that, and surviving that, it's a miracle that you didn't get fucking shot. It is so fucking the astronomical odds of you fucking not getting your head half blown off in that instant.
Yeah.
Was so far against you.
Which would have been really...
That would have been bad.
Dude.
That would have been really fucking bad. There would have been a lot of motherfuckers out there that are losing their fucking mind right now.
I'm telling you. You would have saw for real riots and hate crimes.
Oh yeah. You would have saw a lot of that fucking... It would have been January 6th.
So I think
every the fuck where.
So what I am concerned about is that both sides seem to be poking the bear and they just, I guess both sides are like, no, motherfucker, you do it, and they're like inching their way towards a for real problem, you know. And I'll tell you, like, dude, you and I know I'm in the middle. I'm gonna lock my fucking doors.
Watch
and if
it
you
happen.
You come near me
I'm
or
gonna
this
hurt
fucking
you.
house.
I don't care who you voted for.
Yeah,
you come
either
near
side,
my shit, I'm gonna fuck you up.
There is no. I am fucking Switzerland. Don't come near me.
I voted
you
for
know?
the same guy. I don't give a fuck. Get off my step.
Yeah.
You know, get out of here.
Yeah.
But fucking dude, you just would have thought like, and I guess there was a small glimpse of it, that there was a humbling, like, aspect to it.
Yeah.
But within a few days, it was gone.
Yeah.
It was like, man, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Is just out there. Like,
well, he's just psycho, egotistical.
And then, like, when
you know.
when Biden dropped out, the comments that he made, it's like, yeah, can you be diplomatic at all?
Nope.
Like, can't you just say, hey, you know, he served for 48 fucking years. He was a public servant. Whether you like the guy, you hate the guy, whatever. Just fucking be a professional.
So part of me wonders if the Democrats are clever enough to know. Because at this moment, Harris will I think Harris is going to win. I think Kamala's going to win. Yeah, I think so, man.
I think it's going to be hard. I think it would be so fucking close.
It is going to be close, but she's going to win. And I think if she wins, the Democrats know one fucking thing. They know that the economy's in the shitter and everybody's really upset about it.
Yep.
So they're going to do some like small efforts to improve the economy, but not enough for us to all have savings accounts again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to boast about the numbers. Everybody's doing great. Everything's awesome. Everything is awesome from the Lego movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, but it's not. It doesn't matter how much they work on the economy. It wouldn't matter if they turned it all the way around and the economy was just booming and people are selling and buying things and our savings accounts are growing by the right wingers
are still going to be mad.
They're going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah, they're still going to be mad.
Because that's the other part of this issue is that nobody will acknowledge the other side when they do something good.
No.
They refuse.
No, they're so divided.
To say, oh, yeah, man, thank God that you fixed the fucking economy. They won't even admit it.
Right.
Well, actually, what occurred is back when Trump was in office.
Yeah, there was already things put in place for it to go in that direction because of this, and that. It's like, nah. Dude, it's fucking... It's silly, man. Like, just vote for who you want to win. That's it. But stop fucking shitting on each other in the process. Because, like, one-on-one, I go to work and, like, everybody there has, you know, differing fucking political... There's no way that every dude that walks through my job, you know, 40 fucking drivers, all these office people, whatever, there's no way they all have the same fucking... way of looking at things.
Oh, no. I'm sure it's a good mix, you know?
But... we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't fucking get at each other. You know, we're there for one common fucking thing every day.
Yeah.
And everybody gets to fuck along. You know? That's just, I don't know, man. I can't stand it right now. Like, I have friends that have, like, fucking they're not even on social media anymore because of it. And that's how I kind of look at it. It's like, I come on here because I want to, like, talk to my friends. I want to fucking joke about shit. I want to see, like, people's special interests and stuff. And I just ain't seeing it. I'm just seeing a lot of fucking dumb shit.
Yeah.
I had to delete somebody the other day that I've been friends with forever just because every fucking post is something, like, radically fucking political.
Yeah.
And it's like, you do nothing. Your life is nothing without this.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, what are you doing?
Well... I don't know, man. I got family members and, like, people that I know, and it's like, dude, the closer we get to the election, it's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fucking hear it.
Imagine what Thanksgiving's going to be like this year. In a family, like a big old mixed family.
I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. I tell them, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care. I don't give a shit if they win or don't win. I don't fucking care.
You know what the real issue is here? This fucking stuffing sucks. It fucking sucks.
What the fuck, Ma?
What the fuck, man? These fucking potatoes are pasty.
This is bullshit. Who dried out this fucking turkey again?
Who made this shit, Joe Biden?
Kamala couldn't even make a fucking turkey this good.
I think Kamala's hot.
Dude, fuck Kamala, man.
I'd put it on.
I would vote for AOC just because I want to see her tits.
I don't like
Dude,
that
I want to
girl.
see her tits so bad.
She gets on my last fucking nerve,
Of
too.
course she does. She's annoying.
She is annoying
You know?
as fuck. Like,
She's
annoying as
annoying.
fuck. Pretty girl.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
But
I would watch her fucking OnlyFans. Dude, fans only or OnlyFans?
it's OnlyFans.
I don't
first,
fucking care,
First
dude.
time you said it right.
Yeah. I'd watch her OnlyFans. I'd jerk off to her. I'd let her jerk me off. That's the rule in our house. Only HJs, nothing else. I'd let her jerk me off. I would tell my wife. Yeah, she jerked me off, man.
Old-fashioned.
Fucking senator jerked me off.
Nah, I hate it, man. I hate it. And then, like, that one statement there disqualifies us completely.
What?
Because you said something sexist or whatever. You
Yeah, well,
objectified.
we're
It's
white
like,
guys in a basement
yeah,
doing a
I don't-
podcast.
We're
so,
fucking,
you know.
like, stop taking everything so seriously. You know? I'm so tired of, like, editing myself.
So that's where I'm at,
And that's,
dude.
like, kind of, like, part of the reason that, like, I haven't, like, pursued us doing this so much. Because it was, like...
Stressful.
Yeah, it's, like, stressful. But it's not just that it's stressful. It's, like... The more verbose you are, the more you expose your
John,
character.
I want you...
The more you give people ammo, you know?
Well, so that was, dude, honestly, the last few episodes, I kept thinking, and every time we would, like, hit the stop button, you would always have, like, this fear in your eyes of, like, oh, man, did we say something offensive? And I'm like, dude, I don't care anymore, man. I don't fucking care.
Well, that's the thing, is, like, you know... I don't think we say nearly as much offensive shit as the people who are actually successful at doing this.
Well,
like,
if we're going to be amateur comedians,
I'm not offended
and
by
I think you are an amateur comedian. I think you also are very funny, but I think you need to, like, let loose and
yeah.
dude,
Just say
sometimes you gotta
the
fucking hurt
shit.
people's feelings to make
Yeah.
it laugh, you know?
Well, I think I do hurt people's feelings regardless, so...
Yeah, well...
Yeah.
Welcome to the human race, my friend.
Yeah,
you know,
get a thicker skin, because
Yeah.
sometimes you're gonna get your fucking feelings hurt. You know.
You know, if you got offended today by today's episode, what I
Yeah.
think you should do is go home and suck your dog's dick.
I think you should go home and look in a mirror and go, is that a fucking dick or is that a vagina? Because if it is, you got a dick and balls, you're a dude.
That's
all right?
it.
If you got a vagina, you're a woman. I'm sorry.
But even if you're a dude and you want to wear a dress,
Listen, I don't
high
care.
five, buddy.
I don't care
Good
if you're
for
a
you.
woman who cuts down fucking trees
Yeah.
and farts like a fucking truck driver. You're still a woman. You
Yeah.
know? You're still a chick. I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna lie. When I was skateboarding, when I was a younger lad, and we would see a chick at the skate parks. Now, keep in
It's
mind,
hot. It's kinda hot.
chicks that were skateboarding back then were dressed like dudes because, like, you wore long pants because you didn't want to bash your fucking shins up. So, like, nothing was really, like, sexually appealing in their dress, like in their attire. But I still wanted to fuck them.
No, that's
I
sexy.
still wanted to fuck them.
No,
you know.
I know what you mean. There's a sexiness to it.
And that, to me, was asexual in the way that we're all doing the same sport. We're all dressed very similar. But, dude, in my brain, you're still a woman, and I'm still a man from nature attracted to women that
Yeah.
wants to fuck women, you know? Like,
It's not even just
sorry.
about, like, sexual attraction.
So
It's-
I'm just saying-
I can't stand the fucking social construct of, you know, what makes a man, what makes a woman. Who the fuck are you to tell me?
So this is
Like-
my question. This is my question. Let's play this game. If two gay gentlemen are in a relationship and one of them transitions, are they now a straight couple? And if they are, welcome to the Republican Party.
I don't. It's just. I think it's fucking. I think it's all just so fucking dumb. I just think it's dumb. I think you're dumb.
I think why are we wasting our time on
it's
this,
like it's
man?
so much effort. Like we just spent an hour talking about it, and I
Yeah.
feel like an asshole just talking about it. You know?
But we haven't talked in a while, so what else were we going to talk about? Other people's feelings and offending people?
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
mean, like,
can't stand? You know what I can't stand? Is young people. Dude, I know that I did this, but it's like so much more pronounced now because I'm an older person and I can witness it from afar. But my 10-year-old niece saying so-called cool things.
Right.
Yo, bet.
Oh
bet.
my god.
And I'm
hate
like,
it.
dude, I will
All right,
backhand
bet.
your fucking ass through the wall, dude. Shut the fuck up with bet.
Yeah,
You
all right,
sound
bet.
like a fucking asshole. Dude,
but you
if
know what?
she- if
Your
she-
parents thought
remember
you
when you
sounded
t-
like an asshole.
I know, but
That's
remember
the
the story you told me about standing in the post office and some
Yeah.
dipshit
Oh, that
kid
kid
is
was losing
oh
his
my
mind.
life, oh my. Dude,
that kid had something wrong with him, man.
Dude,
he was
I would,
like,
I
he
would
had
for
a
real.
major fucking
I
problem.
don't care. He needs his ass beat.
He did. But there's
You
the thing
know?
is, like, it probably would have took like 4 or 5 people to beat that ass.
I'm sure I could.
Yeah,
One me.
He was out of control. I felt bad for
Eh.
his mother because his mother was like at
Yeah.
her wits' end.
I
And
think
you could
he
see
needs
that
a
it was
solid
a daily
uppercut.
thing.
You know,
Oh yeah,
just
But
a solid uppercut to that chin. Lights out for about an hour or
there
two.
was certainly a personality disorder there. There was
Yeah,
some kind
well-
of issue. There was, maybe he was on,
But this comes
spectrum
back to
of
that
something.
that theory of mine about the tribe thing. So young people are using the same slang because they want to subscribe to a tribe that uses that slang. And to me, it's like, dude, just be you, man.
Yep.
Just talk however the fuck you talk. Like, you know, I used to get so annoyed with my cousin because when we were around black people, he would suddenly talk more, like more black. And I was just like,
Yeah,
what the fuck am I witnessing
dude,
right now?
I've seen
you
people.
know?
I've known people that were like, I would talk to them one-on-one, and it was like, you have different accents. You have different personalities.
So I will say this because my wife broke my balls is when I speak to a foreigner that has like a Spanish accent or something, sometimes I do attempt to say the word that they're saying and she'll say, why do you have an accent when you say that? And I'm like, well, because if I say like a dumbass white American, they're not going to fucking understand me.
Oh, so like if you're trying to pronounce something that like is culturally
yeah, like
part of
if
their-
I'm trying to speak their language, I try to say it similar
Yeah.
to them. And she's like, you
just
know,
say it how you say it.
well, like, dude, remember the line from what was that movie, the Quentin Tarantino film with about Hitler?
I didn't see that movie.
Dude.
I didn't watch. We went
So-
to the movies to watch it. We actually were like, I don't really feel.
So
like
here's a
doing this.
perfect example. Brad Pitt's character says in Italian, he says "arrivederci," but he has such a West Virginian accent
Arrivederci.
that he says "arrivederci."
Yeah.
And the German dude was like, "Say that again." And he's like, because he knows, the story goes is they snuck in and they're claiming that they're Italian filmmakers.
Right.
And then fucking, what's his name? Brad Pitt's character is clearly an American soldier from West Virginia
Right.
claiming that
Has
he
like
can
a
speak.
southern drawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why the German soldier is like, say it again, one more time. And he's like, clearly. So to me, that's the point. That's the point of what I'm saying is if I try to fake a fucking accent, maybe you'll be
Right.
like, oh, now I know what he's trying to say. You know?
I see what you're saying.
So I
you
think
know
a
what
lot
I
of
can't
people do
stand
that.
is like there's certain things that I've said throughout my life, like because my father like was like an Italian American, but he
Sure.
said things like stupid shit. Like instead of saying ricotta, he says regot.
Yeah.
That's the only way I've ever heard it said.
Sure.
So I say regot. But to me, that's the way you say it. It's not me trying to like
Right.
be extra Italian. It's just that's the way I heard it in my house, so that's how I say it.
So my wife makes fun of this friend of mine, this other Italian kid that I know, this guy Matt. And at one point he says he loves, so we call it gnocchi or whatever. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm a
not
dipshit.
no cheese or whatever.
Yeah,
nachos,
yeah. So, and he was, how did he pronounce it? He was like,
Gnocchi.
no.
Gnocchi
No,
or something like
yeah.
that. Some bullshit.
Yeah.
some
So he said it
we
like
never
that.
ate that in my house. We didn't eat them.
So I tried it. I was like,
I don't particularly like them. It's too much fucking starch.
Yeah, it was
It's like potato and pasta.
Yeah,
it's,
it's a lot, you know?
Yeah,
and
it's
there's
like
no
a whole
flavor
big
inside
bowl
of it.
fucking pierogi or something.
Put some fucking cheese in that bad boy,
Yeah.
you know?
No.
But so he loved him though, and he was like going on and on about it. And Gabby was just fascinated with the way he kept pronouncing it.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, say it again. How'd you say it?"
I think it's
yeah.
gnocchi.
Yeah.
I think it's gnocchi.
Yeah. And I'm just like, yeah, it's fucking dumb. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever. It's whatever you want to call it. But like, I've never heard anybody say regatta until
Yeah.
like I fucking like. And there's certain words that I just go, that's corny. Why do you say it like that? You
Yeah.
know? Like, but
Meet the balls.
yeah, I don't know.
Fucking Italians. We should make fun of the Italians.
Yeah, all day long.
That fucking lady, she dropped out of that fight, dude. I'm just saying.
saying. I got punched in the face really fucking hard, and I quit.
Fucking
transvestigation. Transvestigation needed. She hit at me like a man.
Jesus Christ.
I got punched in the face really hard at the fucking Olympics. This is not fair. Look, if it was a dude, I got a big problem with it. If she born a woman, man, you just got punched really hard by that chick. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know? But
see, this is the problem.
Woman.
If it was an Irish boxer, that lady would have been like, "You punch like my brother, motherfucker."
Look, I seen that Algerian. It looks like a man.
Fucking
it looks like a dude.
You see the fucking the fucking chin and the goddamn
jaw, everything like that looks like a man.
Dude, there's
bro.
a fucking sausage hanging down.
Not
there.
like a big hawking dude, but like obviously something very masculine about this. The look of this person. But look, man, that happens sometimes. Sometimes a woman just kind of looks a little bit more masculine.
Hey, listen.
And they are just a little bit more masculine. And in this case, I think this Italian girl just fucking got punched in the face by a strong bitch.
I guess they found a fucking loophole in the fucking...
Look, if that Algerian was born a dude, no business being there fighting with women.
Sure.
I mean, especially in sport, more than any fucking area in this bullshit with the gender thing. That's where I think it really has to fucking be regulated. It's because like,
or have classes.
Look,
so like
I could go to the gym.
You have men that
you have weight classes in fighting between men because
so then
it's
have
fair.
Have a trans people class. They have their own.
Yeah, have all the trans fight each other, and I guarantee you, all the trans, whatever the dudes that are becoming women, they're still going to win.
Yeah,
they're still winning these fights.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a woman from Nebraska who thinks you're a man and you've been out plowing fucking fields all day long. You get in there with some dude.
Yeah.
He's going to hit you harder than most women. But, like, dude, it's just that's a fact. Like, if I go to the gym, right, and I work out with a chick, she could be superior to me in every fucking way possible.
Right.
You know, like, as far as her conditioning, her cardiovascular conditioning, she could look better, she could be more toned. She's not as strong as me.
Sure.
She just isn't as strong as me.
Right.
That's just fucking science.
Well, but it's also, it could also, honestly, because my wife and I are talking about this, and I'm like, dude, men for tens of thousands of fucking years have been the warrior and the hunter and the fucking protector of the family. They've been built to fight.
Right.
Even in other species. Fucking lions. You look at lions. Papa
look at
lion,
dogs. Look at
Papa
anything.
lion is the big lion, and like when Mama lion can't solve the problem, Papa lion is like, all right, I'll fucking eat the goddamn thing. You know, like, you know, so like, and I'm not trying to say that like women are soft and weaker and we need to fucking coddle them.
It's not that.
Dude, that's cool. I know women that are working construction and they're fucking tough, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you can't participate.
Do the things, right?
But I'm saying that there is a clear difference here. That like, hey man,
that's all I'm saying.
If you want to be a fucking asshole and pull this equality shit, then let's just take all of the roadblocks out of the way. And there's no such thing as women and men in sports. It's just a fucking sport. And you sign up and you go swim against Michael fucking Phelps, or you go box against Mike Tyson,
I think it
or
would
you play
change
basketball against Michael fucking Jordan.
It would change it real quick.
know?
People would go, all right, I get it. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Let's get back to fucking reality.
So, like, to me, when you have... And when you look at the car racing world, you have stock, you have super stock, you have modified, super modified. You have all these classes because everything changes the moment you start fucking with something. I think we need to stop fucking around here and have more classes. And even if you want to juice... We should have a class for that.
Yeah.
Here's the juicers.
Here's the guys that are on steroids. They're going to compete with each other because they shouldn't be out here playing the same game with the guys who aren't.
That's me. That's what I think. If you want to juice, fuck it. Juice until you die. I don't care. But we're going to have... That's going to be awesome to watch. These motherfuckers are going to be hitting home runs every time.
You're already watching it.
We're going to have to make the field longer just so they
Dude, listen. I don't even want to get into that. But... every fucking
You
sport
want to do
that
drugs?
you're watching.
I'm open-minded. I am very liberal on this idea.
If you're watching fucking football,
do it all. Do
if you're
all the
watching
drugs.
baseball, these motherfuckers that are fucking knocking it out of the park and hitting each other like fucking trains, they are on fucking performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
They're on steroids. They're on testosterone.
Yeah.
They're on all this shit.
Fucking
And
juice
I do not doubt that Algerian woman that they're calling a man
is juicing.
I think probably at some point in her career, maybe not recently going into the Olympics,
Yeah.
but in her career, she has definitely done some kind of performance-enhancing drug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some testosterone situation going. If your testosterone levels are up
Yeah.
and it's not naturally supposed to be there, you're on testosterone.
Yeah.
You're on it.
Yeah.
Testosterone is just as fucking effective as fucking steroids.
But then we could also have a class of just like...
Look, I'd say blind fucking thing I said. I don't know if that's completely true because I've never taken testosterone. I've never done steroids.
Yeah.
But it seems like I've seen these guys that are on testosterone. Look at Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking dude. He's like in his 50s.
Yeah.
That's testosterone.
Sure.
He's fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Jacked. Crazy.
Yeah. Fuck
I don't blame him for doing it. I think he's smart for
But then
doing
do
it.
the opposite. I think you should also have classes of people that are regular
Yeah.
and be like, this motherfucker just goes to work every day.
We got an
you know?
all-natural league and we got the fucking...
all natural.
We got an all-natural league.
No training either. Like, I want to see, like, take two 18-year-old morons that used to be gamers
Yeah.
and let them, like, throw the javelin and see, like, all right, it only went 20 yards, you know, like...
I like the Olympics. I actually enjoy it.
I fucking hate it.
I zone out sometimes and just watch.
Yeah.
There's something about, like, I like the idea of watching somebody being physically superior in some aspect. Like, I get fascinated by a motherfucker who can swim their balls off.
Yeah, well...
I just think, man, that's awesome.
But if they did drugs, they'd be able to swim faster.
And, yeah. And, like, when I see, like, a chick fucking do that discus throw shit and all,
Yeah,
I'm like, man, that's fucking impressive. I like it. I like it a lot. But this whole fucking, this boxing thing, initially I was like, that's a dude, that's not fair. But now they're saying that, nah, it's born a woman. And now I'm laughing at the Italian chick who was like, oh, that fucking hurt. Like, she got punched in the fucking face in a boxing match. Yeah. But if that's a dude, that's totally fucked up.
You'll never know.
The world may never know.
John, I gotta go pee-pee, man. That's how we're gonna end this episode.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. So.
Yeah?
I'm on call this weekend.
All right.
So.
Let's shut it down. Bye, John.
Later, dude.
Let's do it again. Let's do another one, man.
All right. Thanks for listening to Renaissance Man-Child. Renaissance Man-Child is a Yardbird Tuna production. If you enjoyed the show, please like, follow, and share. Any ideas or suggestions, feel free to reach out to us on Facebook or Instagram.
Oh, shit!
You talk good.